Hypercar manufacturers are getting lazy. Let's just say it. With the release of the new Pagani Utopia yesterday and the release of the Koenigsegg CC850, we can see that these new hypercar companies aren't exactly going in the right direction. My biggest pet peeve is with the new Pagani Utopia. This thing was supposed to be a brand new, refreshed look at Pagani, the next flagship vehicle for their company, moving on from the Huayra completely to a new platform. And that is not what we got at all. We got this thing. Yeah, this car looks like a freaking blobfish, first of all. I really do not understand the design of this car. For almost 2.2 million euros, I'm not exactly sure the US dollar conversion, it's probably over $2 million. You can get a car that's uglier than the one before it, uglier than the one before that, has the same engine as the one before that, and an interior that looks like it's straight out of the freaking 1950s. Bro, $2 million for this thing? No thanks. It was said in the press conference they did that 70% of Huayra owners wanted a manual transmission. So they took the manual transmission they wanted, said, the Zonda's pretty popular still. Let's take that car and part of a Huayra and just smash them together and see what we get. The Pagani Utopia, people. My goodness. You can see very, very distinct elements of the Zonda. If you look at the front from a certain angle, it's almost like they're reusing the headlights from the Zonda. The front trunk, how it slopes down, very reminiscent of the Zonda. And they just go totally crazy with a new little bottom part of the front bumper. This car is way too round in the front and then way too square in the back. If you can see from a back shot, it almost looks like the wheel covers are big rectangles on either side of the wheel, and then there's just a little gap braced in by the wing. It just blows my mind. I do not think this is the right direction for Pagani at all. Before they can get out with another one, they're going to be forced to make an all-electric vehicle, and people are going to be stuck driving this thing around for $2 million. I don't know, people. I don't know. In Shmi's video, they say they want the interior to be timeless. Bro, this thing already looks like it's 50, 60 years old. These screens, they had to pull them probably from like the first gen Nokia phone. That's how old these things look. And I'm a big Huayra fan. I think that car actually is beautiful. The lines of the car, how it flows, just absolutely an amazing car. Engine, perfect for that car. What's not perfect is they're literally giving you a Huayra in a worse looking package and charging you $2 million for it. And look at these freaking mirrors. The mirrors look like fishermen's lanterns that they're like holding through the night that they can't see where they're going. Coming from the Huayra, where it was literally designed after a woman's eye. Very beautifully sloped, beautifully shaped. This one looks like a 2-year-old drew it. I know there's going to be people in the comments that think this car is absolutely beautiful, the best thing they've ever seen, the new poster car, their dream, or you might have got one. And if you got one and you're happy with this, then more power to you. But I don't know. I don't think that the majority of the people out there think this is a good car. If they do, they're probably Pagani fanboys. And I mean, how could you just look at this and say it's better than the Huayra? You just can't. It just doesn't make any sense. I found myself actually laughing when I was watching Shmi's video. Not because anything Shmi said, he did a great job with the video, but just the way that Pagani told him to describe the certain things on this car is just crazy. It absolutely blows my mind. So, I mean, If you like the Pagani Utopia, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I just don't think we should be letting car manufacturers charge $2 million for so many reused and less desirable looking aspects of a car. That's all I gotta say. And we're done talking about Pagani now. We're moving over to the next culprit of this, Koenigsegg. Now, I personally like Koenigsegg more than Pagani. I've been a fan of most of the things they've done. Starting out with seeing my first CCX at a Cars and Coffee. That blew me away. Then I was lucky enough to see an Agera RS. Then the freaking Regeras when they came out. Oh my god, no one had ever seen anything like that. And now with the Jesko and the Jesko Ultimate, that looks like they're heading in the right direction. Then they come out with the Gemera. They're the first company in the world to make a 4-seater mega car with doors that just go straight up. How cool is that? And then Car Week 2022 rolled around and they revealed this. The Koenigsegg CC850, known as the first car with an automatic and manual transmission. That itself is cool. Cool new tech. What I'm not super pleased with is its packaging. You come from the most insane looking cars by any manufacturer, most rugged, most driver focused car, feel like you're in an absolute race car. Huge power, curb appeal like no other. And then you throw it all the way back to like 1980 using the first. This car literally looks like the first Koenigsegg they ever built. The CC. Demo car. Look at this thing. Look at it side by side. You cannot tell me that that is not the exact same style of car. Yes, the CC850, more modernized, different headlights. And the interior, I think, is straight out of the Agera RS. But I mean, come on. Give us something crazy to look at. This just looks like the Silver Bullet. Something the Silver Surfer would drive around in. I mean, it's better than the Utopia, but still, coming off of the Jesko and the Gemera, I would expect a little bit more from Koenigsegg. Now, at least they're introducing new technology into it, so there's at least a little bit of a reason to buy that one for the automatic and manual feel. But come on, what are we doing? Everything's about to be electric. And people are making the cars that they made 10 years ago and making them look worse. What do you guys have to think about that? This is obviously my very strong opinion. I don't think Pagani's going in the right direction. I don't think Koenigsegg hit the mark with this one. But you guys may have a different opinion. You may be Koenigsegg and Pagani fanboys. I'm a Koenigsegg fan myself, a little bit less Pagani. But I know there's people out there that probably know every single reason for every little intricate detail on these cars. The doors on the Utopia do look pretty cool. That is its best feature by far. But once again, let me know what you guys have to say. Would you spend $2.2 million on the Utopia? I would not. Would you buy the new Koenigsegg? I would not. Will I ever have that money? I will not. But I hope you guys enjoyed my hot take on the new hypercars and how hypercar manufacturers are getting lazy. If you like this video, want more of these kinds, let me know in the comment section below. If you like the video, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.